And there were 5 earthquakes in Fairfield County this week, 3 of them happening on the same day.
Yeah, the largest was a 2.1. However, it was hardly ever felt. News 19's Tai Wong spoke with an expert, though, about why an increase in earthquakes is happening here.
No, I heard of it, but I didn't feel it.
No, I didn't. I mean, hey, I've been fishing every day and I haven't felt a thing.
No, I heard about it. I didn't really feel it.
Western Fairfield County residents say they didn't feel any of the 5 reported earthquakes this week near Lake Monticello, 3 happening on Thursday.
Earthquake ain't nothing to play with. It's just like a tornado or hurricane or anything.
All quakes were minor and the largest magnitude was a 2.1. According to College of Charleston seismologist Dr. Steve Jamay, bursts of small earthquakes are common.
And we see this worldwide. That happens associated with the reservoirs. Not most reservoirs don't do this, but there are a select few around the planet, and the Monticello Reservoir is one of them, that experiences these swarms associated with the reservoir.
Dr. Jamay says it's due to the added pressure from the lake.
When you make a reservoir, you're making a lake that didn't exist before, behind the dam. The weight of the water is going to press down on the Earth's crust, add more force that wasn't there before.
The quakes occur when water falls into cracks in the ground, adding extra fluid into Earth's crust, lubricating the surface and allowing for more movement. He says this occurs when reservoirs are first built, but it's still unknown why they happen years later, like this past week. When an earthquake does happen, it's best not to try to run outside right away, but instead you want to get under a hard, sturdy surface and you want to duck and cover and wait until the shaking's over. And if you are outside, the best thing you can do is stay away from trees and buildings and anything else that may fall and injure you. And another tip, you want to stay as low to the ground as possible during an earthquake. Reporting in Fairfield County, Tai Wong, News 19 WLTX.
And of course, South Carolina doesn't typically experience any large earthquakes, but a 2001 study found that our state is very vulnerable to earthquake activity. That's because South Carolina has a number of fault lines running through the state, as you can see by the map on your screen. I'm going to bring in Efra now. I'm going to bring in Darcy. Darcy, I know you remember the earthquake from Edgefield County. It happened back in 2014. We were both working that night, and what we heard was a loud boom. Didn't feel any shaking here, but that's one of the biggest ones I think we've experienced, right?
Yeah, I remember that one clearly. Efren, you have anything to say about this?
Well, I'll tell you, I was in Jackson, Mississippi when that occurred that Friday night in 2014, and we heard about it. I was like, wait, an earthquake in South Carolina? We didn't feel it there, but I'll tell you, I have been in one earthquake in Oklahoma back in 2012 as a 5.6. I was on the 11th floor, and all that rocking, yeah, Darcy and Jared, that's not fun at all for 20 seconds.